Hello, boys and girls. All right. This week, we've been talking about elections. So you have this packet and you've been reading about elections. You remember we talked about some of the words to know. An election is a time for people to vote. And the reason we're talking about elections is because the presidential election is coming up, which means that next month, adults are going to get to vote for who they want as the president of the United States. That's a big one, right? Because it's such an important job. So we've been talking about elections, and we read a little bit about the president. Some things that we know is that the president lives in the White House, they lead the military, and then you were to come up with something else. For example, they fly on Air Force One. They talk to other world leaders. And then you wrote what you would do if you were the president. So what would you do if you were the president? So we've been talking about elections. So I thought it would be a good idea for us to have our own election in our class. So we are going to have our own election. We're going to get to vote. Now, we're not going to vote for class president. We're actually going to vote for a class mascot. So we're going to vote for an animal that we want for our class. Not to bring it in, no, but to represent our class. And we have 4 choices, okay? For our class, we are going to get to choose between the lion. Do we want the lion as our mascot? Do we want the giraffe as our mascot? Or do we want a zebra? Or an elephant? But just like voting, we need to do a little bit of research before we decide which one we want. Okay? So we need to find out a little bit more about each of these animals. And some of them we've already read about. We've read about the giraffe, we read about the elephant, and we've also read about the zebra. Okay? So what you're going to do now is you are going to take your election booklet, and if you go towards the back, keep going past our election words. Go, go, go. Keep going. Okay, so here we have a little bit of information about the lion and the zebra. Unfortunately, the giraffe and the elephant didn't print, but that's okay because I'm going to read them to you. Okay, I want you to find this page in your booklet. And give me 1 second. You're going to find this page in your booklet, and this is going to be our notes page so that we can write down what we know about these animals. So the first one that we're going to write is the lion. Okay, and then next door to it, we will write zebra. And then down here, we will write giraffe. And our last one is the elephant. Okay, this is going to be a lot of writing, so I think that for this assignment, you could do a little bit now, and then pause it, and then do a little bit later, okay? So let's read a little bit about the lion and see what facts we know about the lion. Let's make this smaller. It says, lions can reach speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, but only in short bursts because of a lack of stamina. So that means they can run really fast, 50 miles per hour. They can run really fast, but only for a short period of time because then they get tired. Lions live in the wild for around 12 years. Lions live in the wild for about 12 years. The roar of a lion can be heard from 5 miles away. So that means their roar is really loud. In the wild, lions rest for around 20 hours a day. They rest for 20 hours. There's only 24 hours in the day. So that means that they rest for almost the whole day and only for 4 hours they're active. They rest for the whole day and then for 4 hours they're active. So what are some things that we can say about the lion? Let's see. Let's write our notes. We know that the lion... Let's write number 1. We know that the lion roars loud. Loudly, but we'll leave it at loud. Actually, loudly. Roars loudly. We also know that the lion rests for 20 hours. The lion rests for 20 hours. Okay, and let's do one more fact about the lion. What else do we know about the lion? We also learned that the lion it's a wild animal, right? Can you keep a lion at your house? Not really. It probably wouldn't be safe. It needs to live in the wild, right? It hunts. Good. We also learned that it's really fast though, right? It can run really fast for a little bit of time. All right. So if you need to keep this, you're going to pause and I'm going to go back to read about the zebra. The zebra. Every zebra has a unique pattern of black and white stripes. A unique pattern of black and white stripes. That means that no zebra looks exactly the same. Zebras run from side to side if being chased by a predator. And we know that a predator is an animal that tries to eat them. So the zebra runs from side to side when a predator is chasing him or her. Why do you think they do that? Why do you think a zebra would run from side to side if a predator is chasing them? Zebras have excellent eyesight and hearing. They have excellent eyesight and hearing. So they can see and they can hear very well. Zebras stand up while sleeping. They stand up while sleeping. Okay, so the zebra is a very unique animal. None of them look the same. They all have a different stripe pattern. And they run from side to side when they're being chased by the predator. They have excellent eyesight and hearing, and they sleep standing up. All right, so let's go back to our notes. Zebra. So what are some things we could say about the zebra? They have different stripe patterns. Let's see, how can I make this shorter for you? Different stripe patterns. Okay, what else do we know about the zebra? They sleep standing up. They sleep standing, and I know I'm going very fast, boys and girls, but if you need to pause the video, you will pause. They sleep standing up. They sleep standing up. And then the last one, we could say, you could say that they run from side to side when being chased by a predator. Or we can say that what was the other one? They sleep standing up. They have different stripe patterns. And, they see and they hear very well. They see and hear well. It's like special power. Okay, so that was a lot of writing, boys and girls. I'm going to ask that you take a break, okay? You're going to stop the video and then you're going to come back to it later. If you feel like, no, I'm up for it, I can do it, then keep going. But if you're like, my hand's getting tired, I kind of need a little break, then you can pause the video and come back later, okay? I'm going to keep going. Giraffes. So let's read a little bit about our giraffes. Uh-oh, where'd it go? Here we are. And we'd already read a little bit about giraffes before. It says, a male giraffe, male means man, like a boy. A boy giraffe, a male giraffe can weigh as much as a pickup truck. Whoa, that's heavy, right? As much as a truck. Giraffes have bluish purple tongues. They have bluish purple tongues. A giraffe's habitat is usually found in African savannas. So we might find the giraffe in Africa. The spots that cover a giraffe's fur act as good camouflage. And if you don't know what camouflage is when an animal hides like in a bush or a tree or the dirt, and their skin makes it seem like they're part of the tree or the bush or the dirt so that predators won't see them. So if a predator's walking by, they see the dirt and they're like, that's just dirt, and they keep walking, but really it might be like a giraffe hiding there, right? So what can we say about the giraffe in our notes? We could say they have a purple tongue, they're heavy, they live in Africa, and they use their spots to hide from predators, to camouflage. All right, let's go ahead and write about the giraffe. The giraffe has a purple tongue. Now, we're not going to write a complete sentence here. We're just writing notes. Purple tongue. This isn't a complete sentence, right? We're just writing some short notes. Has a purple tongue. A giraffe uses spots to hide. We'll leave it at that, but we know that they use it to hide from predators. Uses spots to hide. And 3, we can say the giraffe. We said the giraffe has a purple tongue. They use their spots to hide. They're heavy. They could be as heavy as a pickup truck. And we also learned that they live in Africa. They live in Africa. They live in Africa. And we also learned about giraffes the other day, and we know that giraffes have a very long neck, right? They sleep for most of the day as well, just kind of like the zebra or the lion. They sleep for almost the entire day. They are herbivores, so they eat plants and leaves from the trees. They use their long necks to get the leaves from the trees. All right, and the last one we have is the elephant. So let's see what we can find out about the elephant. Elephants are the largest land-living mammals in the world. They're the largest land-living mammals in the world. An elephant's trunk is made up of 1,000 muscles, but no bones. So their trunks are strong. They have muscles. So their trunks are very strong, but they don't have bones. So they can't break their trunk. An elephant can use its trunk to dig for groundwater. So they use their tongue to help them find, their trunk to help them find water. Elephants can swim. They use their trunk to breathe like a snorkel to deep water. So they use their trunk to help them a lot. They use their trunk to help them get water, to swim, and their trunk can't break. So they have a really special feature right there. That makes them very, very unique, right? And we know that the elephants are very, very large. All right, so let's write some of our notes. So some of our notes say it's the largest mammal in the world. Largest mammal in the world. Whoa. Okay. They use their trunks for water. They use their trunks to dig. I know I'm going so fast. I'm sorry. If mom and dad need to help you a little bit with this, they can, okay? But no, I want you to try it on your own. They use their trunks for water. Elephants can swim. And number 3 will say they swim. They use their trunks to swim. Okay, now we have all this information about our animals, so we did a little bit of research. We kind of read a little bit about each animal so we could make a better decision. So now that we know a little bit, we know just a little bit about each animal, we are going to start thinking about which animal we might want as our class mascot. Which animal do we want to represent our class? So you're going to think, okay, from what we've learned, which animal do you think is better to represent our class? The lion, the zebra, the giraffe, or the elephant? And I want to ask you why. Why do you think? Okay, so if you're going to vote for the giraffe, I want to ask you, why do you think the giraffe would make a better mascot than the zebra, or the lion, or the elephant? Okay, so you don't have to answer me yet, but I want you to start thinking, which animal would you vote for? Okay, and then the last thing you're going to do is this packet, you're going to start coloring it because we're going to put it together tomorrow. So you're going to start coloring your packet. Now, our colors are red, white, and blue, right? For example, our flag has stars, and then it has a pattern of red, white, and then blue, and then red and white. We could do this blue. I'm going very fast, boys and girls, but I want you to take your time. Okay, now we can do this one red. I want you to color the outside. You're going to color your words to know. Don't color the boxes with words, just around. You're going to color this one, but just around. Don't color the words. Don't put color on the words, okay? And then this one. And again, you can color around it. So you can color the elephant, the donkey, this, but do not color the words, okay? And try to keep it with our red, white, and blue colors. Try to keep it with our red, white, and blue colors, okay? Except for the White House. What color is the White House? White. Are we going to color the White House purple? No, the White House is white. Okay, so you're just going to color those. You don't have to color this one. Just this one, this one, this one, and this one. So there are 4 pages that you need to color. Okay? You don't need to send me a picture of these for your assignment. I just want a picture of your notes. But this we're going to need for another day. So make sure that it's colored today because then you're going to need it for another day. Okay? And that's it. Good luck. Have fun.